Hello folks, welcome to Branson Guided Fishing Trips weekly fishing report for Table Rock Lake. Today is Saturday the 8th of June. A couple of things going on. You know, we're pretty fortunate down here at Table Rock in the Branson and Shell Knob, Kimberling City area to not have got a lot of water still like a lot of the lakes around us. So I know I'm getting a lot of calls, are you flooded, are you still doing business? We're doing business full bore. Our lake's not flooded. If it's actually a little bit lower than pool. You know, things are good, fishing's good, so get down here and, you know, come do some fishing with us or come do some fishing with yourself. Few things that are going on. We're still catching a lot of fish in the clear water, the dam, the mid-lake area, Kimberling City, Baxter, Shell Knob. In those areas on a top water, catching them on a jointed redfin and also a Spro Rat 30 and Nasty Shad and Chrome and Blackback have been the two best colors. For those who don't have this bait, you need to get it. It's totally unbelievable. I mean, they will go a mile to eat this thing. Doing that, you know, on cloudy days pretty much all day, you can catch them on a, just to change it up, you can catch them on a 1/4 ounce head with a Kitech swim bait, 2.8, 3.3, just your shad colors. A lot of the ones I'm throwing are crystal shad, rainbow shad, and white ice. Those seem to be working real well. A lot of the fish are out of the creeks on the main lake, catching a lot of fish on flat gravel and still catching a lot on bluff ends and the ends of the deep docks. Those are the primary areas and patterns that we're doing. Catching a lot of fish on a tube still. A lot of them smallmouth are still shallow on those main lake flat gravel points. Anywhere from 8 to 15 foot. Green pumpkin orange, and watermelon red tubes have been the best. As far as, you know, the deeper stuff, you know, a lot of them fish are set up or are getting set up on their summer patterns. So for instance, the James River and up the river arms like Kings River, and even further up the White, you know, there's still some color. Catching a lot of fish on a Spro crankbait. A lot of those bigger crankbaits are working real well. Also catching a few like on a DD22 and you know that any of those bomber fat-free shads or those deeper, you know, 18 to 20 foot baits are working well. Just a shad colored pattern. Spro makes one, it's like a citrus shad. That's been working the best for us. But any of those shad type patterns with a little chartreuse are working. As far as a lot more consistency, I'm catching a lot more fish on a drop shot than I have the last couple of weeks, especially the last few days. You know, catching a lot of fish, like 40, 50, 60, 70 fish in a 4-hour trip. So a lot of fish moving out there in that, you know, that 22 to 30 foot range, depending on what area of the lake you're at. Things are setting up, you know, brown and purple, Chompers drop shot worm, and Missile Baits makes a couple drop shot worms that we're throwing, again, brown and purple, any type of natural shad pattern or plum patterns working. As far as, you know, most of those are Kentuckies. As far as the bite up the James shallow, catching a lot of fish on a football jig, a 1/2 ounce pig sticker football jig, green pumpkin orange and brown and purple, green pumpkin twin tail trailers is all I'm throwing exclusively on them. And then catching a lot of fish on a whopper plopper up there. You know, the first 2 or 3 hours of the morning we're able to catch, you know, 10 to 20 fish and have a chance at a good fish, you know, that 3 or 4 pounder. We had a couple of 5 pounders the other day, all on a whopper plopper and all within 2 or 3 foot of water. So there's a lot of things working. The fishing's really good. The fishing's as good as you'll ever see it on Table Rock. You can catch them just about any way you want to right now. It's just, you know, getting the right area and fish, and, you know, the fish are grouped up, so where you catch one, you're going to catch a bunch. So until next week, good luck, good fishing, take care, be safe.